Okay, very good practice today for our second day down here. Another pretty physical practice, and so glad to see the mindset that our players are in. We're at a very fun event, so there's time to have fun and there's time for football, and our guys have done a great job with that. And I think last night's curfew, even ours was earlier than a lot of people in the country, had everybody there on time, and which is a lot of time unfortunately unusual in these games. So it was great to see.
Any decision on Matt Barkley?
Yeah, just after going through tests yesterday and going through everything, we just at this time don't think it's in the best interest for him to play in this game. Matt really wanted to play in the game. He was very close to being able to play, and unfortunately for him, our doctors have decided against it. It's nothing long term, as you know. We just basically ran out of time here. So Max will be ready to go just like he was the week before. Cody will be ready to go as his backup, and Matt will be there helping him on the sidelines.
If the game was next week, would he have been able to play?
There's no way to know that.
Does Matt seem kind of okay with it?
No, I don't think so. I think I know he wanted to play. He wanted to finish on a good note. He's not been hurt very much in his 4 years here, but unfortunately, when he has, he's missed some really big games. So I know he really wanted to play in this game and finish on a good note with his guys.
How would you characterize his career?
Well, I think that Matt has had a great career here at USC. I think that, as I mentioned to you, I think a week or two ago, as a quarterback, you can't control everything. You're judged so often on your win-loss record. Matt can't play defense. And so if you look at Matt's career here and you start taking the numbers of when he's played quarterback here comparable to those guys before, including the two Heisman winners, there's a definite difference of the defense being played around him. And that goes into getting the ball back more on third downs, and more possessions, and the game changes. So I think Matt's had a great career, and I think if we were able to over his career here, play better defense, or play great, let me phrase that, play great defense like those guys had in a lot of their times, his win-loss record would be different.
Last night you guys were late for an event. Can you talk about what happened there?
Yeah, we were 30 minutes late from the time we were supposed to be there, and it just really kind of started from the beginning of the day. We were a little bit late out of LA on the plane, and then we were practicing here and then getting back there. And we just kept getting pushed back, and so what ended up being 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, and 10 minutes there ended up being 30 minutes. So unfortunately, we were late. The event was scheduled to go a lot longer, but we went as fast as we could. And there was no disrespect meant by it or anything like that, and obviously the bowl people were there with us, traveling with us to it as well. So we apologize if we offended anybody, but that's not at all what was going on.
Coach, can you address
there was a lot to be done in one day, because we didn't want to make our kids travel on the 25th. We didn't feel that was fair, and so in order to get kids from other places, for us to get out here, we had to leave early. We had to get all the families, fly out here, get to a hotel. We didn't know we were gonna lose some time there at the airport, as you saw being there. That was another 10, 15 minutes out of our control.
What I'm assuming you talked to your players about social media and using it responsibly. Were you surprised last night that seemed like you had another misstep?
Yeah, very surprised. We talk at length. We bring people in for it. We talk about it. We address it. You get 110 kids, and unfortunately, they screw up. Just like all of our kids do. But imagine having 110 of them. And once again, another apology was sent out. As soon as we got a hold of it, and it does not reflect the way our staff feels or the way that our team feels. So. Was really upset with that, especially you'd think we would have learned from the last one.
How are you handling it, Coach? I mean, is there anything you're going to do about it with the particular player?
Well, I also think you got to be careful where you get into people's rights, and so you can disagree with what they're saying like we do, but I don't think you start punishing people for what what they put on their social media.
You did warn your team, though, during the last round, correct? And it happened again.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like I said, how many kids do you have?
I don't have any, Coach.
Okay. Well, if you have 110 of them, they screw up sometimes, and so it's unfortunate. This is a true freshman that made a mistake, and doesn't speak to the way that we feel about it.
Have you talked to anyone from Georgia Tech about last night? Or what happened?
No, I'm not. I did not know it was a big deal at all until this morning, because the bowl people that were there, didn't act like it was. We were late. The event was supposed to go a lot longer. They left a lot earlier than they were supposed to. I just thought when we showed up, they were leaving at the same time, that maybe we were just staggered like a lot of the events are, that it wasn't a combination event. So we didn't think anything of it till today.
Are you disappointed knowing now that they left like that?
No, I mean, they got to do what they got to do. I don't know what was going through their minds, but like I said, there was we had no intention of disrespecting anybody. And if you go through the day schedule, you can see how 30 minutes can happen. You can be 30 minutes late when your plane's late coming out of LA, and then when you land and there's something that you don't know, taking up time as well, an event that the bowl has. That's how you get to 30 minutes.
That's good.
All right, thanks.